Hello, I'm Andy Walker with Digital Farm TV Rural News. The annual Hereford sale took place on Friday at Wodonga Sale Yards, with healthy returns for producers who yarded 2,000 head.
Look, a great result, Tony. Very, very impressed with the cattle, the lineup of the cattle, the quality of the cattle. We had great support, a great crowd. The Raglan cattle presented it extremely well, which the herd dispersal, and they sold exceptionally well. The heifers and calves topped out at $1,750. We had unjoined heifers there to $880, and then the sale flowed on right through. So we had heifers and calves still making $1,500, $1,600, and even unjoined heifers making in that $800 range. So look, a very pleasing sale, great result, followed the trends of recent cattle markets.
But prices paid paled by comparison with what took place in Zeerust near Shepparton in Victoria 2 days earlier. A dairy calf smashed Australian and New Zealand records when it was knocked down for $101,000 at last week's Blue Chip Genetics sale. The 3-month-old heifer is from an American red and white Holstein, KHW Regiment Apple Red EX95, the reigning grand champion at the largest dairy show in the world, World Dairy Expo, held in Wisconsin. In 2008, our heifer's mum sold for a whopping $1 million. The National Cattle Industry Show, Beef Australia 2012, opened on Monday and expects to attract around 70,000 people through the gates of the Rockhampton Showgrounds. Representatives from more than 30 countries will be among the delegates who will spend the week seeking new business opportunities and attending seminars about the latest developments in the industry. Every major beef breed association will be represented, as well as key industry players. The triennial show has been a fixture on every beef producer's calendar since 1998. Fallout to the discovery of a Californian dairy cow with mad cow disease, the first such discovery since 2006, continues in key export markets. Following Indonesia's decision to ban US beef, 2 South Korean supermarket chains have emptied their shelves of American meat, putting a $500 million a year market at risk. Despite being under pressure from consumers to do so, the South Korean government hasn't yet imposed a ban on US imports, as it saw no problem with the safety of the beef, given that the disease was found in a dairy cow more than 30 months old. Senior Treasury economists remain bullish over Chinese demand for Australian resources and agricultural products. They've said demand for our commodities would keep rising until the early 2020s. A Treasury economic research paper said the federal budget would depend heavily on sustained demand from China if it was to remain in surplus, and senior economists saw the fundamentals of Australia's biggest trading partner staying healthy. The long-term outlook for Chinese commodity demand remains strong, as the underlying drivers of Chinese commodity demand still had some time to run. It said demand for agricultural products was likely to soar as a more affluent Chinese population demanded a better diet. A Canadian Holstein cow named Smurf has set a new Guinness World Record for the most milk produced in a lifetime, a whopping 216,891 kilograms over 15 years. That is the equivalent of more than 1 million glasses of milk, according to Smurf's proud owner, Eric Patenaude, a 6th-generation dairyman from just east of Ottawa. The average dairy cow yielded about 35,000 kilograms of milk in a lifetime, equal to about 50 litres a day. Smurf produced about the same daily amount, but had lived 3 times longer than most dairy cows and was still producing milk. Smurf had also produced 11 calves. To showcase the production of Australian food and fibre, a national initiative, Farm Day, will be held during the last weekend of May, when country people will throw open their properties to their city cousins. Farm Day 2012 will be held on May 26 and 27 nationally, and delivers a unique opportunity for city families to talk one-on-one with producers to receive a first-hand perspective of a life on the land. The National Farmers Federation is encouraging farmers to host city families on farm across the 2 days. NFF President Jog Laurie said city families may not often have the opportunity to visit the farms, which was why Farm Day 2012 was such an important initiative.